In this video, we are going to dive into fill stitches for hand embroidery. These are perfect for adding texture and dimension to your designs. I'm going to walk you through two of the must-know stitches, the Fishbone Stitch for realistic leaves and the Satin Stitch for really smooth, polished fills. Whether you're a beginner or looking to refine your technique, you'll be stitching with confidence in no time. So let's go ahead and get started.
We're going to do the fishbone stitch now. So we're going to start by coming up at the top of the leaf. And then we're going to come down. You can go shorter or longer depending on what you want your stitches to look like. I'm going to make them fairly long. Then you're going to come up on the right side of the leaf and then come down just underneath where you made your last stitch here on the center. Then you're going to come up on the left. Same thing, right down in the middle where you made your last stitch. And you just continue to move down the leaf on the sides and down the center where everything kind of meets. And just move down each section a little bit more each time. And then you just continue that all the way down to the bottom of your leaf. And that's the fishbone stitch. Next, let's do the satin stitch. Now, satin stitch, because we're trying to fill this entire box, it's actually really good if you break it up a little bit. You don't necessarily have to do this for every single project, but it does help. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up from the back on one of these lines that we just drew and go down to that opposite line. Then do the same thing on this side. You'll notice I try and stitch just on the outside of the box. You can stitch on the outside or you can stitch right on the line. So I'm just outside of the line just to try and have consistency with my thread here. And now I'm going to fill in this box. So I'm going to do one section at a time, and that will just kind of help break it up and make everything seem a little bit easier and not quite as messy. With a satin stitch, it is smart too if you have a really large area to fill to use more than 2 threads. I've just stuck to 2 threads for all of these projects, but you might go up to 3 or 4 depending on how big of a space that you're trying to fill with that satin stitch, because that's going to make a difference. But so we've got one of those sections filled. Now we can start on one of the other sections. And there's our satin stitch. So we did that center section and then both sides, and it's all the way across.
And there you have it. With the fishbone stitch and the satin stitch in your toolkit, you can add depth and texture to any embroidery project. I really hope that you found this tutorial helpful. If you are just getting started with embroidery, don't forget to go down in the description to grab your free copy of our Beginner's Guide to Hand Embroidery. This is a great guide that's going to walk you through everything that you need to know about hand embroidery, from the essential tools to the must-know techniques, plus links to more helpful videos like this one. You can check it out by downloading your copy below, and you'll be stitching and hand embroidering with confidence in no time. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next hand embroidery video.